Hello everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back with an interesting video today. I want to continue my Pathfinder Phase 1 certification training. I am on Block 8, Module 3. I'd like to talk to you about lashings today. Now in my hand I have a handful of stuff. I have 3 poles, I have some blue paracord, and I have a piece of tamarack here that I'm going to use as a toggle. Now the lashing that I want to make today, the camp item, is a tripod. I use these a lot to purify my water over fire. I use them to jerk my meat, all kinds of things that I can use this tripod for. Now you might be thinking that 550 cord is an overkill for this type of a setup. Could have easily gotten away with using bank line to lash these poles together. However, I've chose paracord today because of the contrast of colors that it's going to show against this wood. So normally I would use bank line, but just for the video's sake today I'm going to be using paracord. So let's get started and let's build this tripod. The first thing I need to do to get started on this tripod is I need to make a clove hitch. So I'm going to make a simple clove hitch. And you can see that I have an overhand knot tied in the end of the clove hitch. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this clove hitch and I'm going to put it around one of the poles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten it up. Hopefully you can see all that. And I'm going to tighten it up to the point where it's starting to pull mildly on that knot. From here, I'm going to take the other 2 poles and not real tight. I'm just gonna lash them across. So let me take these guys and I'll just kind of set them up on my leg here. Now I'm gonna take and I'm gonna give this about 4 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be plenty, considering it's paracord. Now if you're using bank line or something like that, you could probably go 5 or 6 wraps, something like that. Now from here you notice that I left these kind of loose. I did that purposely because now I'm going to do some frapping. I'm going to come inside here, 1, and I'm going to do like 3 fraps on each one. So what this does is this will help tighten everything up. There's 2. Move this pole a little bit. 3. Let me go, I think that was 2. Let me get 1 more in there. So if you wanted to use this toggle, you could kind of spin this rope around this toggle and you could use this to tighten these wrappings up. And what these do is they'll secure the rope to the tripod pole. So this stuff works pretty good. Now when you get all 3 of them done and you've used your toggle to tighten it all up like this, you get that one frapping done, you can start on this next one by coming in here. See that? I went to this next one. Now I'm going to open this other leg a little bit so that I can get the rope through. 1, 2, and again folks, not to reiterate too much, but this is kind of an overkill. Bank line works very well, and bank line works good because it's a little bit thinner than paracord and it fits in the spaces a little bit better. 2 and 3, something like this. Now when you're finished and you've got all your frappings in, let me go ahead and give them one more cinch real quick, see if I can get a little bit more of a cinch on them. There we go, they feel pretty tight. When you're done, you want to terminate the end, so what I like to do is another clove hitch. So to do that, I like to lay the cordage there. I come around and I basically come over it making an X. Then I go back around underneath again, and then I'll come through right here. I'll do this very loose so you guys can see what's going on. So I have my clove hitch right here, and I'll move everything up. I'll kind of cinch everything up close to the area that I'm going to be doing this. So now I have a second clove hitch holding this together. So this piece is now one unit, and I have this remainder of cordage that I can use to hang down in the tripod. So if I was to set this thing up, I just take these three and set them up like this, and this last piece, again, you can kind of go around, you know, you want to make it a little shorter, and then you can hang your pot down here on that piece. So that's my tripod using lashings and frappings. So again, if you want this thing, you know, to be higher or lower, then just go around this a few times, and then when you get the height that you desire, then you put that there. And if you want it to hang lower, then you undo it a little bit and then just hang it down there. So if you're going to be purifying your water or whatever you're doing, that's how you control the height of your item that you're going to be hanging in the center. And this is plenty strong, it's plenty big, they're small pieces of wood, but they're plenty strong enough for this operation. All we're going to be doing with this one is going to be boiling water over a fire. Now, another thing you could use this tripod for is you could use it to jerk meat. Now, I mentioned that earlier. So let's say, for example, we have a small fire down there. If I was to take 3 little pieces of wood and lash them between these poles, making a triangle here, I could put like a grid out. As long as the flames aren't touching the meat, I could set my meat on that grid, put a tarp around this or some kind of canvas around this, and let the smoke come up into that meat, and do that for about 6 to 8 hours, and I would create some nice jerky. So that's another use for this tripod. But more than anything, I like to use it to cook and stuff like that over a fire. Well, folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on Block 8, Module 3. We talked about lashings. Stay tuned, because I'll be talking to you in Block 9. We're going to be talking about plants and animals. We're going to be talking about edibles and medicinals. We're going to be talking about animal signs and resources. There's going to be a lot of stuff in Block 9. So stay with me. I hope you enjoy the video today. Please feel free to leave comments down below. Thumbs up this video. And if you like the content on our channel, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. And until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Get out there and lash some things together.